Today we get to talk all about fountain pens. Let's talk about it. Hi friends, it's Mari from Mari Hirai Archives, and today we get to talk about fountain pens. Now, I don't have a big collection, but I do have a few fountain pens that I've acquired throughout the years. I guess this started back in 2018, like a lot of my stationery and journaling. Luckily, I didn't fall too deep into the fountain pen rabbit hole. Almost did. I actually did sell a few fountain pens in my collection, and it was so long ago, I don't even remember what pens they were, but I did sell, and I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of move you guys a little bit so it's a little bit easier to see the pens. Sorry for the lighting. It has been kind of gloomy the past couple of days. Hopefully it's going to be the last before spring arrives, hopefully soon. But okay, so I kind of have this sectioned off by brands. And so I think what I'll probably start doing is going from kind of the ones that I don't really have many of to the ones that I do have a lot. So let us begin. Let me see, where should I put this? Make it more easier to see. Actually, I'm going to scoot you guys up a little bit more. Okay, I had to get you guys situated because I wanted to make sure we can see the pens. Okay, so first things first, I have no idea. It's a Monami. I feel like I have another one in this brand. I think it's this one. Okay, so there's two. Let's go with this first. So this right here, I am not exactly too sure what brand this is. I think I got this off of a subscription box. I want to say, because I used to subscribe to Cloth and Paper in the beginning, and I think this was part of it. And you know what? Let me move this off to the side because the camera wants to focus on it. So this, like I said, it was from a subscription box that I had. I don't think I've ever used it. It is doesn't even say if it's an extra fine or fine. So yeah, there is really no markings on this, so I have no idea what brand this is, but I believe it's from the Cloth and Paper subscription box. Never used it, but I kept it. Okay, so the next brand is the Monami. Let me look at it. Monami. This is their Olika. Again, I think I got this from a subscription box because I feel like when I first started, I did try a few subscription boxes, and there was like a pen subscription box, and I do not remember where it's from, but I think this was part of it. So although my favorite color is blue, I don't know why I haven't really gravitated to this. So this is a fine nib, and it has a plastic body, and I believe, see, and it's a cartridge film, which I should go ahead and take that out. I am not very good at taking care of my fountain pens. I'm trying to be better. And I think that's the reason why I haven't like really dove into fountain pens as much, because of the fact that there is some maintenance involved and taking care of it. And so I think with that aspect, I'm I'm more drawn into like gel pens and different types of rollerball pens, but I don't know, it's less fussy than fountain pens. But I do enjoy using it from time to time. Like I do have like 3 or 4 fountain pens that I have inked up. And I think what I'm going to do, sorry guys, this lighting is not lighting. So I'm going to pull you guys in a little bit closer so I am not fighting with okay. All right, I think that looks a lot better. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying that um, I think it's because there's like certain things that you have to do and upkeep with fountain pens, and I think that's the reason why I haven't really dove into it. Um, it's just extra steps that sometimes I'm too lazy to take, like taking out this cartridge that's probably been in there for the past 4 or 5 years. So that means I have not washed this, which I definitely need to do a fountain pen spa day, hopefully in the near future. I mean, I think I've done a couple of spa days, so definitely I did not wash that one. But anyways, and then the next one I have is this Monami fountain pen. I loved the color of it. It has the acrylic body and it is an extra fine nib. Again, like I haven't really used many of these, so a lot of these probably have not been touched as far as utilization. I think the most I've used my fountain pens was in the beginning when I had like the pilots. And then currently now, the one that I'm currently using is the most I've really used my fountain pen. So anything in between those times, they haven't been used. So that's that. So yeah, I love the color of this. It's almost like a seafoam green, but it's super pretty. It's an acrylic plastic body. So, and I think it was pretty affordable too. And I think this takes, what kind of cartridge? Oh, it's a twist, which is nice. This is my favorite way to fill. So see, I guess I did use it, but I washed it. Okay, so I guess I'm not giving myself enough credit. But yeah, so I did use this once, I guess. I don't know. I feel like um, the past few years, like there's a lot of things that I did, but I feel like I wasn't like present enough. And I think that's the reason why I don't remember a lot of these things is like there was a lot of things happening in my life. And so I think I was just going through the motions. Um, like I didn't even remember I used this. So I guess I did use it. But I guess the great thing now is I'm a little bit more present with the things that I'm doing. And I'm a little bit more intentional in documenting things. So, okay, so that's one. And then the next brand that I have here is the Moonman, which I absolutely love. So I have 3 here. This one I loved. It's like their brass one, and I think I broke it when I was trying to fill the cartridge, and I think I broke it. So I'm a little bit sad about this one. I definitely probably want to replace it maybe sometime down the line. This is I don't know what this is. I mean, look, I cannot see. I don't know if this is an extra fine or fine, but I loved having the clear barrel on there because I love seeing my ink. I think it's, I don't know, I just like seeing it because I feel like ink is really pretty, especially if you get the colored ones. But I really loved this one because of the brass and the brass color. I'm just really sad that I broke it. So I'm going to try to get this replaced eventually. I don't think anytime soon because like I said, I am trying to be a little bit more mindful about bringing things into my collection and just want to use what I have And then here are two of the same but different colors from the same brand. Oh, actually, no, it's not from the same brand. I thought it was. This is Hongjian. Hongjian? I'm probably butchering that. But Hongjian. I don't know if you guys can see Hongjian. I really like these. These are really high quality pens for a super affordable price. I like the steel, or I don't know what kind of metal this is. Aluminum maybe? I don't know. But I like the weight of it, and it seems really good quality. So when I think the first one that I got was this black one, and then I liked it so much I got this dark blue one, which is a beautiful color. And this one is a extra fine. So I do like my my pens to be either extra fine or fine, depending on the brand. I rarely get medium because of the fact that I do write small and I have small lines. So, and this one's a fine, so that's extra fine, and this is fine. But this is in this beautiful blue color. It's so nice. And it has a nice weight to it. So, but yeah, I feel like um, this, I don't, because like depending on the brand, I know like some of the Lamys or the Kawecos that I have, some of the extra fines or fines are a little bit too scratchy. So it just really depends on the brand. So sometimes I'll just do a fine, but then a fine and say like a Lamy is a little bit too juicy for me. So I'd have to like go down to an extra fine. So again, it's just a preference thing, and I'm pretty sure like all you fountain pen enthusiasts, these are the things that I'm learning as I use my pens up. Um, but yeah, so this is a beautiful, beautiful fountain pen. I love the weight to it, and actually I gave the black one to my husband. I gave him the choice. He chose the black one, so this is his fountain pen, and so this one is the one in my collection. So love that. Okay, up next we have, I want to say, let's go with my Kakunos and the pilots first. So I do have these in my collection, and I also have one more in their newest line. I actually have not unboxed it yet. I need to do an unboxing. I was actually just waiting for one of my fountain pens that I'm currently using to run out of ink, and it did maybe like 2 weeks ago, but I haven't had the chance to swap it out yet. So there will be a video on that. So that's next on the list to film. But okay, so but these are my pilot pens. So I want to say these were my very first introduction to fountain pens. I want to say the Pilot Metropolitan and the Kakuno were the very first fountain pens that I got earlier, and I absolutely love them. I think even till now, I'm still using them. They're one of my favorites, especially the Pilot Metropolitan. This is such a very easy fountain pen, beginner-friendly pen. It's not really that fussy. I got this in a fine, and I believe, hold on, let me get my little handkerchief because my hands are sweaty. And I believe this, oh yeah, so this is the squeeze cartridge where you just it kind of sucks up the ink. So it's still pretty easy to do with this one, but I do prefer the twist. But this is such an easy pen to write with. It's super smooth, not fussy. Now, my only gripe about it is the look of it. It is not my favorite design. I feel like it looks like, I don't know. It's not one of my favorites, but it's still pretty. But it's not something that I like gravitate to. I don't know what it is. Maybe because it's too simple. I don't know. But I still love this pen. But like I said, this is a great budget-friendly pen, especially those who are beginners. And then speaking of beginners, these are actually really great pens. Now, I think these are marketed for like elementary school kids. It is like a plastic body, and this one is actually metal. So this is a little bit more upgraded, and it's very high quality. I like the feel of it, the weight of it. It's really nice. But the Kakunos, they have a plastic body, and they come in different colors. They just recently came out with a new like pastelish like jelly color, and let me kind of give you guys a glimpse of what I'm talking about. I chose this color, which is this beautiful, I forgot what color it's called. It's in their Monami line. But yeah, I chose this color. So I haven't unboxed it yet. So I will be soon. And so, but yeah, they come in different ones. And I think I have, oops. Let me pull this out first. And it's cute because it has a little smiley face on the nib. But this is a medium. And I think I found the Pilot nibs, I think my preference as far as the sizes. I do like writing in the extra fine and the fine. And the medium, like I said, it's not something that I use, but so here's a fine. It's so cute. And these are the same actually, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I have two of the same one. Maybe I'll give this to my husband. So he has one. Yeah, I'll give that to my husband if he'll take it. I don't know. He's really picky. So, and then there's this clear one. I really love this clear one. Again, I like clear barrels like this one. So, it's just something about it. I love clear barrels. So I have these. So that is my Pilot collection. Super fountain pen, beginner friendly. I highly recommend these pens if you are trying to dip your toes into using fountain pens. This is a great way to do it, and they're very inexpensive. I want to say less than 20 bucks, if that. And so yeah, this is great. All right, so let's go to my next ones. Okay, so let's go with my Kaweco collection. I only have two. I have these two. I have the Brass Sport, and I have this beautiful green color, and I think it's a limited edition color. And this is in their fine nib, and the brass one, which if you haven't seen my brass video, this makes an appearance in it as one of my favorite brass items that I love. And this is also in a fine. So fine is a sweet spot for me. I believe the extra fine is a little bit too scratchy for me. So I prefer the fine in the Kaweco. And I love this one. I want to say this is still budget friendly. I would say things that are budget friendly, anything under 30 bucks, I feel like is budget friendly. I mean, $30 for a pen is expensive, but considering it is a fountain pen, I feel like the $30 and below price range is a good, affordable range. I believe this might have been in that range. I actually got this on sale. I don't know how much this costs. I think it's like $80 or $90 for the brass one, but I bought this for $28. It was on sale on Amazon. I was super lucky I don't even remember how I found it. But yeah, I think I only paid $28 for it. And so I was like, okay, now's the time to get it. And so it's a beautiful little pen. I like the size of it. And then when you post the cap, it's a full-size pen, which I like. Again, I do like the small mini pens, just because they're just, I don't know, they're cute. So I have that one, and then I have this color. I don't remember what color this is, but again, I'm obsessed with like olive greens and dark greens, so definitely, and gold tones. I do like silver, but I'm more of a warm tone girl, so I do love gold and brass. From time to time, I will gravitate silver, but that's kind of a mood thing for me. But my fall to is definitely gold. So these are my Kaweco fountain pens. All right, next up, I would probably go with, let's do Lamy's, because I feel like I am obsessed with Lamy. So the only fountain pens I have from Lamy are these two. I do have a few Lamy pens, rollerball pens, that I have quite a few of, and that will be just another video, because that can make this video long, because I do have lots of special pens that I love. And so for now, I do have two fountain pens from the brand Lamy. And again, I don't remember the price points, but I feel like these are still kind of budget friendly. This is the one that I'm currently using. This one I just purchased back in December. I love the color. It is brown, and it has this like matching brown pen clip. And I love monotone colors when they match each other, when it's not contrasting, but like just a brown base and then a brown clip. I think it's so pretty. And so I definitely love this. I love brown tones. And so I got this in a fine, which I feel like the fine is a little bit too juicy. Well, not, I keep saying juicy. It's the ink. But I feel like, because this was actually, I had this inked up with the Robert Oster motor oil, which is a beautiful brownish ink that I love. So I'm going to probably fill this up again. But this, I do like the fine. I feel like extra fine would work for me too, but the fine and extra fine is nice for me. And so I have this beautiful brown one. I don't remember what it's called. And then I have this one. I think this was also a limited edition color. I love orange. I mean, different tones of orange. Like, I'm not a fan of orange, but deeper, earthy orange, I am a fan of. And so when I saw this color, I was like, ooh, I need it. So I have this in the fine as well. So I love this. I think the reason why I'm drawn to this fountain pen is because of the clip. I like the design of it, although it's not, I don't know, whenever you put it in a pen case, it's not my favorite thing. I feel like it dents it, because it's so cumbersome to me. But I think that's the favorite thing that I love about these pens, is the big clips. So, but yeah, I mean, you take the pros and cons. But yeah, these are beautiful pens. I am a fan of these pens, and I do have a few of the other rollerball pens. But yeah, and I feel like this is, I mean, it's plastic, I think, but I feel like this is more upgraded than this one. It's a little bit more weighty than this one, like the feel of it. I feel like this is a little um, one level up on this one. But yeah, a favorite pen. And like I said, I'm going to be inking up the new, but I'm so sad because I really love this pen. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay. The next one is, let's go with this one, because this is my very first TWSBI Eco pen. And I do love the color of this. It's super pretty, and like I said, I am a fan of green colors, and I love the clear barrel because you can see the ink, and they're pretty affordable as well. They're not like super, super expensive. I feel like the design is really pretty, and it feels good in the hand. My only complaint about this is that I got it in a, say, I want to say I got this in a fine. And in this, I usually am good with a fine, but I find that in this one, it's too big. It's, I feel like I have it currently inked right here. As you can see, the line is really thicker than I prefer. I still like using it because I like, depending on what I'm writing in, but I prefer a thinner line. And so I feel like if I'm going to buy another fountain pen in this brand, I would definitely do an extra fine. So, but this is my very first pen. So, yeah, I wasn't too familiar, even as much as I tried to research it. I still ended up with a pen that was a little bit the line was too big. So, but I still use it. I haven't used up all the ink. I think it's because of the size. I haven't reached for it, unfortunately. So, yeah. Okay, so the last fountain pen that I have in my collection, which was a surprise because I have always wanted the Vanishing Point from Pilot because Pilot is one of my favorite brands. And I just couldn't justify the price because of the fact that I'm not really into fountain pens like that. I feel like if I'm going to spend $100 or more on a fountain pen, then it has to be something that I use all the time. And so I couldn't justify it. And then I actually saw this from Michelle from Seaweed Kisses. She had found this, and it's the Jinhao 10 press, I believe is the name of it. And when I saw it, I was like, I was actually surprised that they had a affordable, kind of like a Vanishing Point where it's so convenient. I feel like I am a fan of, because I am a fan of gel pens. I feel like if this just merges the two, fountain pen and the, clicking mechanism. And so I was so happy to find this. And so I went ahead and grabbed it for myself. I feel like I want to get more colors of it, and I probably will once I can justify bringing in more fountain pens. That would mean I need to buy more fountain pens or sell some of my fountain pens to make room for like the favorite fountain pens. But I absolutely love this pen. I use it all the time. Currently, it is inked with the Nostalgia Honey, which is also a new ink that I purchased back in December. And it is a beautiful ink. And I have this, and I believe it's a fine as well. But I love the weight of it. And I know a lot of people are probably like concerned about this little clip that's in the middle. But honestly, the way I write, I don't even notice that it's there. I feel like it's like a resting place for my fingers. But oh, is the ink on? I have been using this a lot. So I might have to actually ink this up, which I am pretty proud of myself because I have been using my fountain pens. And so like this for the, I don't think I have ink in here, guys. This is a proud moment for me, guys. Yep, no ink. Wow. That's pretty cool. That's like the second. I have, these were the two that I've used a lot. And so I'm pretty proud that I can actually swap out the ink for this. So I'm excited. I don't know what ink I'm going to use, but I'm excited that it's actually empty. That doesn't happen often, like I said, because I don't really reach for my fountain pens in the past. Only now, probably in the last, probably since November, December, when I actually started really intentionally using my fountain pens. And so I'm actually really excited. So, but yeah, so this was my last, no, it's not my last fountain pen. The Pilot. This one was the last one that I purchased recently. So this I feel like is a great alternative to the Vanishing Point if you're looking into purchasing that. I feel like this is such a great price point. I want to say it was like 30 or 20 bucks. I think it was like $20 for this pen, and it looks really nice. The weight of it is great. It feels good in my hand. And yeah, I can't say anything negative about this pen. This isn't even a negative to me because I don't even touch it when I write. And if I do, I just feel like it's like a resting point, but it doesn't bother me at all. So if you're in the market for something like the Vanishing Point, I highly recommend this Jinhao 10 press. They do come in different colors. And so highly, highly, highly recommend. Okay, that is all. That is all my fountain pens. I don't have a very big collection, but now that I'm starting to use my fountain pens a lot more, now I'm kind of realizing the favorite pens that I do have, and what kind of nibs that I do like for certain brands. It's getting a little bit more natural, not as foreign as when I first started. Now I'm kind of really honing into what works for me and what doesn't. And so, yeah, I'm not saying no new fountain pens are coming into my collection, but I do feel if I do want to add fountain pens that I would have to get rid of some of these fountain pens. Now, obviously the Metropolitan I would never get rid of because it is my very first. And I feel like these two I would keep because I like the look of it. These three right here I would probably give to my kids for them to start out. So that's that. And of course these I do love. So one is for my husband, one is for me. And this one is such off-brand. I don't know if I should keep it. I'm not in love with it. So that's probably something that I could probably give to a friend or to somebody. Again, and these two right here, this one as well, I would probably just give it to my kids as a practice pen. Because I do really want to just keep my favorite fountain pens in my collection. And this one's broken, so I can't do anything for that one. And then this one, this is the Monami one. I do love the look of this, but I feel like I am really not, I don't know. I think the color is too light for me as far as the color. I don't know. I'm still kind of thinking about that one. So that might probably stay in my collection for now. And then of course these two I definitely are keeping in my collection because I do love, but I don't foresee me adding any other colors because I do love the brass one a lot and I barely use this one. So I think I'm good when it comes to my Kaweco fountain pens. Now when it comes to my Lamy, I'm not too sure if I will be adding another Lamy. I'm not, it has to be like a very beautiful color because I do have rollerball pens. And just to kind of give you a sneak peek of what I'm talking about is I do have some Lamy pens. Okay, that's all you can see. And so I don't think I will be adding any more of the Lamy fountain pens unless I find something really beautiful. So never say never. So I probably would see a Lamy, another Lamy. And I'm not sure about the TWSBI if I'm going to be adding another one. I might. I definitely want to try the extra fine just because the fine is a little bit not my preference. So definitely, okay, so I do see probably a TWSBI, another TWSBI in my future. It has to be like a good color, a great color that I want, but I do want it in fine. I do see another Lamy in my future, depending on the color. It has to be like one of those colors I'm like, oh my gosh. But for sure, I do want one more of the Jinhao 10 Vanishing Point. I do want a colored one. So I would say those are the 3 that I foresee in the future that will be coming into my collection as far as future purchases. But this is what I'm talking about with my collection. I feel like it's a good range. So if I give that to my kids, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 more spots. So I have to be picky on those 4 spots for sure. So if I do end up purchasing, you guys will find out first. So, okay guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this little chat about my fountain pen collection. And I hope you guys are having a great day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.